Hey, it's time for an anime update. Sorry I haven't been making any videos lately. It's been really hectic. Lots of stuff going on. Of course, that's probably going on with y'all too. So, yeah. Alright. I'm going to give y'all some anime updates, but one quick thing. I found someone at my work that really loves anime and music and all the stuff I like. He's like over 40. He's got a family and everything, and yet he still reads comic books online, and he's been watching a lot of anime online through Netflix, and it's really cool. And he's really into the old school stuff: Appleseed, Gundam, Go-Go 13, I think was one of them. So he's really old school about it. One of his friends has been trying to give him some ideas of some of the newer stuff like Bleach and Death Note, and some better titles or some more modern titles. But he's really old school, so I've been looking for the old stuff for him. Been trying to make a list for him lately. So yeah. And he gave me some music too. He loves Kiss, he loves the Beatles, he loves, like I said, old stuff. He said he's got boxes upon boxes of CDs that he needs to upload and everything. So yeah. Alright, time for the anime. Let's see. Let's start off with this one, I guess. Digichara. I finally got through that. Love this series. It was really funny. If I can find some other parts to it, I probably would buy it. The only thing I didn't like about it was my brother. Every other day, whether it was morning, noon, or night, he could just come out of nowhere and say, "What you doing, yo?" I mean, it was just so annoying. And that was the one thing that he hated about that series. Like, couldn't they have just said meow? I mean, it would have been the same thing. But that's him. I didn't mind it. It was funny to me. And yeah. And another one I got done with was Auto Fighter Sushi. There's only one episode in here. So I'm really glad that I only spent $2 on this. And remember to watch these, or at least watch this one in Japanese. The English is horrible. It was just horrible. But you gotta remember that this is 96. We're still just barely getting it over the seas, Yeah, 96, there wasn't a lot going on. I mean, they even had advertisements for this one Sushi Mahjong game. And, well, the reason why they thought of that is because, well, when they go and kill people, they turn to little Mahjong pieces and they pick them up, and I don't know what the hell they did with them. Yeah. And those games, they were advertised for the PC, the 3DO, the Sega Saturn, and the PlayStation. And then they were going to come up with sequels that were just going to be for the PC, PlayStation, and Sega Saturn. So I guess the 3DO wasn't doing too good over there. But yeah, that was pretty cool. One of the voice actresses, the main one that plays Suchipai, she is the same voice actress that did the voice of Sumi-chan from Moe-tan, or Moed-tan, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, that was a good series too. It was quite funny. This is another one I got done with, is Comic Party. This one was a little bit better with the dubbing. Wasn't as terrible. And not only that, the animation art was a whole lot better. It was more modern. So yeah, it was a whole lot better. And yeah, I like that one. I hope to find some more of it. And well, here's my new stuff I got. Sorcerer Hunter's Magical Desires. You can kind of see why I picked that one up. It was $4, not the fact that they have titties on the cover. No, I didn't buy it for that, and especially not when you open it up. Alright, but no, this was made by ADV Films. It was towards the bargain wall shelf, whatever that thing is back there. It's full of cool action, as Gamers Republic says. I never heard of them before. And yeah, picked it up for $4. Hopefully it's going to be something good. Now, I also bought a complete season. Turns out it was the second season of Negima. I got the first and second part of it. Really great, really cool. Lots of cool extras. I love the bloopers at the end. The bloopers were just funny as hell. And one of the funniest things I found out about this is that the narrator that plays in here is the same person that does the voice of Vegeta. So I found that really funny. I was just hoping he'd say over 9,000 just at least one time in there. But he tried hard not to sound like him, but you could easily tell who it was. And he kept on switching to this other voice that sounded really strange. It sounded like some old man. It sounded really funny. So that was really cool. I also got the OVA, which was also really great. The guy that plays Vegeta was also the narrator in this one too. And they keep having this cheesy line on the back of these things: "Get to know your student body." That is just so darn cheesy. But there's two of them in here, summer and spring, and they were quite funny. And yeah, this one was only $4 also. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention these were $10 and $30. The $30 one was the first one. Second one was $10. But if you really think about it, you kind of bought them for 20 each. So I felt better just thinking about it like that. And of course, this is the 6th volume of the first season. So at least I got the ending of it, and that's Notico in there, aka Bookworm. Well, actually in Japanese it's bookstore, but whatever, you know, same thing. And I spent $7 on that, which I think is a little bit too much, considering that it goes for less than that, like way less on Amazon.com. But you know, I was just grabbing anything Negima, so yeah, I spent like $60 for all this stuff, but you know, it was really worth it. I mean, I think it was worth it, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I mean, I'd probably watch this shit again just for the hell of it. So yeah, you know, there's a CD, some advertisements for Dragon Ball Z and Afro Samurai and yada yada yada. That's really cool. And of course, I gotta keep on reminding you, it's the creator of Love, Hina. I used to call it Hina, and that's the way that my brother started calling it back in the day. So, yeah, gotta correct myself. It's Hina. Hina. Okay. So, yeah. And, this was actually kind of funny. I don't think they really had a narrator in this one, in the first season. But, the funny thing that was just weird and odd is that they had Satan in here. Don't ask me why. I don't want to spoil anything about it. But yeah, they had Satan in there, and the person that did the English voice of him was the same person that did Vegeta, the person that was the narrator in the second season. So, I found that really funny. It's Vegeta. He's playing as Satan. You know, it was like a perfect role. You know, let's just slap it right there, man. Vegeta and Satan works together. Okay. Alright, y'all. That's everything. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I'm really glad I spent, you know, the right amount of money on this. And I checked online, you know, it goes for about the same price. So, I'm glad about that, you know. I was going to buy some other ones. I was going to buy Soul Eaters, but they were missing the 2nd out of the 4th part. So, I missed them 14 out of 20, whatever. And then they had the rest of the episodes. And even if they did have everything, they were priced on $30 a piece. And that would have been like $120 before tax. And I'm like, I'm not that much of an otaku. I'm like, yeah. They also had One Piece there. They had them really cheap, like $8 a season. I should have got one, but that's a really long series, and I just don't want to get into it that much. They had Dirty Pair there. That was like $80. I'm like, damn, is there anything cheap here? You know, like nothing is cheap here. So until I saw Negima really cheap, I thought, all right, that's perfect. I love that stuff. So let's get that. All right, y'all. That's it. See y'all next time.